This week I'm driving the 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn Backcountry. Alright, the model I'm driving this week, it's a new package. It's called the Backcountry. It's applied on the Bighorn. So basically, it's like an off-road package, removing all the chrome and then also improving the off-road capacities. There's a long list of all the things you'll get with the Backcountry package. It's a package that costs a little bit less than $4,000 Canadian. I'm not sure if we have to put other packaging to access the Backcountry package. From my point of view, this truck is kind of like an FX4, just underneath the Rebel package to improve the off-road capacities and also having a younger, sportier look by removing all the chrome of the Bighorn. Under the hood of this Ram this week, we can find a V8 5.7 liter Hemi, good for 395 horsepower and 410 foot-pounds of torque. This engine is matched to an 8-speed transmission, classic engine under the hood of this Ram this week. Nothing fancy. We don't have that mild hybrid stuff because this is a Bighorn. This is a kind of like entry-level packaging for the Ram. Classic Hemi under the hood. So I'm gonna go test the performance, see if this Hemi is still up to date with the new things we can find at Ford and GM these days. All right, I'm gonna test the acceleration with the Ram 1500 Bighorn Backcountry. All right. Not the quickest of the line. You can do the 0 to 100 kilometers in about 6.3 seconds. Not the quickest, especially if you compare it with the caboose you can find in the Ford F-150. If we compare it to the latest Ford and GM and all that, Ram is due to do something, a new generation with the Ram, or at least a good mid-cycle refresh. Engine-wise, the Hemi always been under the hood of the Ram 1500. In the future, probably we can see a little bit more of the use of that new engine we can find under the hood of the Grand Wagoneer, the inline 6 turbo. I think it will be a great match to compete against the V6 EcoBoost we can find under the hood of the F-150. So a better fuel economy, maybe better performance, smaller displacement. So, if you live like in Quebec here, it's a little bit less expensive to put the license plates on and stuff like that. All right, on the road with the Ram 1500 Bighorn Backcountry. On the road, pretty comfortable. I like driving Ram pickup trucks. They're really sharp on the road, easy to drive. You don't feel inside of a big truck. These trucks have been raised off the ground a little bit with that Backcountry package. On the website, we don't see the exact numbers of how many inches we're higher off the ground, but it feels higher off the ground. We've got an off-road suspension with that Backcountry package. We've got also a locking differential in the back. Comfortable on the road, also comfortable off-road wise. It does the job. We've got some Falcon, mild off-road tires. Once again, if you do some, easy off-road, you've got plenty of grips and you don't have those noisy tires on the road. It's right in the, it's really a package underneath, below the Rebel. It's a value off-road package, I could say, this Backcountry. Speaking of the looks of this truck, once again, you remove all the chrome with the Backcountry package of the Bighorn package. So we've got that two-tone paint, everything is in black, all the logos, the grille and all that. The bottom of the truck is all black. Also the wheels are black. You've got also some decals in the back saying it's a 4x4 off-road model. You've got also some Mopar running boards on each side. Really nice side steps. You've got also some side step in the back from Mopar. You've got also a bed cover, a tree panel. This is all part of the Backcountry package. You've got the dual exhaust, so it's kind of like a sportier look also. Once again, it's kind of like a toned down version of the Rebel. It's cool. I prefer the all black stuff on this truck than the chrome you can find on a Bighorn, from my point of view. Stepping inside of this Backcountry, typical interior you can find inside of a Ram. There's no major update for 2022. The Rams are due for an update. It's the same interior we found back in 2019. This one's got some badging, Backcountry. We've got a nice mix of like leather and cloth seats. Pretty cool. Those seats are comfortable, but otherwise, same interior like all the other Rams I've been reviewing since 2019. We still have some old school gauge in front of me. These days Ford and GM, they have all digital cluster. We've got the normal screen this week. Usually I always have that big screen when I drive those fully loaded Ram. It's fun to see that normal screens most people buy anyway. Everything is at the right place inside of this Ram. I really like that metal console. There's so much space. It's so practical. It's really one of my favorite. Step in the back. This is a crew cab model. Plenty of space, really comfortable. Plenty of space for the kids, the baby, and all that. Fuel economy wise, this week I was averaging around 15 liters per 100 kilometers. Maybe because this one's a more an off-road model, it's carrying a little bit more weight. Because with this model, we've got more skid plate, locking differential and stuff like that. Higher off the ground, off-road tires and all that. That may equal to be a little more thirsty. Or maybe, I'm used to the other Hemi with the e-Torq. If it's the case, I see a big difference between a normal Hemi and the Hemi with the mild hybrid e-Torq. 15 liters, 16 liters per 100 kilometers these days. It's kind of thirsty in 2022. We can find better fuel economy in the newer Ford and GMs. On the towing capacity side, you can tow up to 12,750 pounds. Not this actual model. It's probably a model equipped with the Hemi e-Torq or the Eco Diesel. Price-wise, this Backcountry should be a value package with a bunch of accessories to compete against some other value package we can find on the market and just be underneath the Rebel model at Ram. But this one this week, it's really well equipped. It's around $70,000 Canadian. I don't know exactly the exact price because I had some issues with the website. But I think if you're removing some of the option we can find on this truck I'm driving this week, it won't be as expensive. It probably run you around $62,000 to $65,000. It's a really nice package if you want to improve the looks, you don't like the chrome, and also you want to improve the off-road capacities of your truck, having the skid plate, the off-road tires, the suspension, the dual exhaust, the rear locking differential, the hill descent assist and all that. The list is really long of all the features you get with that packaging of the Backcountry, and I think it's a really cool package. But the Ram needs an update. It was on the top of the game back in 2019. Now in 2022, 2023, GM and Fords are back with newer model, more powertrains, bigger screen, more technologies and all that. Ram is a little bit behind Ford and GM from my point of view right now, technology-wise, interior-wise, look-wise, and all that. These Ram needs a new generation or a deep, a strong mid-cycle refresh to keep up with the competition from my point of view, but still, it's a pretty solid truck. So let me know in the comments, what do you think about this Backcountry package? Do you like it, or it's a weird package for you? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And we're going to see each other on the next review.